So in this video, we're going to look at how to apply similar triangles to solve a problem. In this case, Khan Academy is going to ask you potentially for the area or perimeter of a rectangle, and all you have to start with is some side links on similar triangles with inside that rectangle. Um, so right now, we don't know KL and M. We don't know KN and LM. We need to know those to be able to do area or perimeter of a rectangle. So first off, KL is the hypotenuse of a right triangle with legs of 6 and 15. So to find that, that's Pythagorean theorem, something we've been doing for quite some time. 6 squared, 6 would be our A, 15 would be our B. So we got 6 squared and 15 squared equals our hypotenuse KL, or C squared. So A squared plus B squared equals C squared. Plug the correct information in, grab your calculator, you get 261. You cancel out the square by square rooting. It's about 16.15, which is very, very reasonable because the hypotenuse is the biggest side of right triangles. It's bigger than 15. That's very reasonable. Now, to find KL and LM, we don't have enough information to find LM. There's no chance. KN, though, we can find it because this smallest triangle here is similar to the medium-sized triangle that we now know have all the measurements of. We know it's square root of 261 or 16.15 up there. We know it's 6 there, 15 there. And we know these two triangles are similar because they both have the right angles here. This top left angle corresponds and is congruent to this top right angle. And this bottom left angle corresponds and is congruent to this top left angle. So we got angle-angle similarity happening. So we can set up the following proportion. Kn is the hypotenuse of the smallest triangle. It corresponds to the hypotenuse of the biggest triangle. 6 is the big leg on the smallest triangle. 15 is the big leg on the bigger triangle. So when we get this set up, we got hypotenuses across the top. Again, got to set up our proportions with some sort of meaning. We've got our big legs on the bottom. We got the numbers from the small triangle on the left, the numbers from the big triangle on the right. At that point, substitute in square root of 261. You can use the 16.15, but I would end up leaving it as square root of 261 just to avoid some rounding error issues. Cross multiply the 6. So I'm going to grab my calculator, type in square root of 261, multiply it by 6, and then divide it by 15. That gives me a length of 6.46 for Kn, which is reasonable because, again, the hypotenuse has to be bigger than 6. Last part, the area of a rectangle is the two dimensions multiplied, the length times the width, or the base times the height. So we take that 16.15 and 6.46, we multiply it, it's about 104.3 square units. If we were asked to find perimeter is there's two lengths, there's two 16.15s and there's two 6.46s, two widths, or two bases and two heights. And that comes out to 45.2 units. Hope that helps. Please give the Next Khan Academy a try.